So today I'm going to be ordering some new fish from my pond here. Now I've always wanted to order a fish for the pond, or just order a fish in general, but I've never got around to doing it. And you can get some beautiful fish online. So I'm going to head inside and look on the computer, find some beautiful koi online, and get them shipped out to me. Let's go and have a look online. So I went and booted up the computer and immediately found some that I liked. And those were the ones that I ended up getting. You'll see them in just a moment. So I'm just having a look on the computer at the moment, and there's thousands and thousands of koi on these websites that I'm looking at. But there's one website that stood out to me. So I'm going to start browsing this website because there's some stunning koi on here. So as of now on the website, I've found a little deal that's going on. I'll show you what it is now. I believe it's 6-inch maybe, 6 high quality koi, and they'll be picked at random from this. So basically, if I come down here, there's a little video that I've just seen, and it could be any one of these. Now, they're all beautiful koi, if you ask me. But then again, on this whole website, there's thousands of koi. And that's only one deal I've found. There's a few of these deals going on for reasonable prices. But then if I scroll down a bit from the video, there's a bunch here that I can have a look at. They're pretty pricey. They're lovely koi. Just look at that thing there. 30 centimetres doitsu. I don't know how to pronounce these names. They're all Japanese. But there's some lovely koi on here. I've come off of that tab now, and there's, as you can see, a bunch of them little deals going on. They're like bundle deals. I can go up here, and I saw one earlier that was really good. Here it is, I believe. This one, 85 quid for 10 fish. And they're all 4 inches, these koi are, so that's a decent size for 10 fish. And 85 quid is a bargain for that many fish. Again, on this one, I can come down here, and there's a video for them. Just let it load. Here we go. They're all lovely, man. They're absolutely lovely, every single one of them. Obviously, the ones I've seen already are a little bit nicer than these ones on the screen at the moment, so at the moment I'm sticking with them. But then again, if I go in here and I'll just click on koi for sale, as you can see, endless amounts. There's like 18 pages, it says right there, 18 pages of these things, and not a single one of them are cheap. But they're lovely. Look at this one, a butterfly koi. I'd love a butterfly koi. No, I'm not looking to spend my entire bank account on here. So I'm going to go price low to high so I can find the cheapest ones. And the cheapest one is £50 at the moment. Not bad, eh? And that's for a butterfly koi. Now, butterfly koi are stunning. It seems to me that many of these koi on here are butterfly. As you can see, there's butterfly, 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 butterfly. A lot of them are butterflies. I'm on page 3 of 18 at the moment, and I've seen one that I like. I've seen 2 that I like on here, actually. There's this tancho right here. Now, I'll click on it so I can get a better image. There he is. It's a bit of a bad image, but I'll pop it on screen here so you guys can see it better. It's a tancho koi. Now, I already have a tancho koi in my pond, but he's really small. I'd say he's about 3 or 4 inches. He has grown a little bit since I've got him, though. But what I like about this one, he kind of looks like a rat. It's a bit annoying that you can't see on camera here. If I turn down the brightness a bit, maybe you will. He's got these little whiskers there. He kind of looks like a rat. His red spot's a bit imperfect, but that's nothing to worry about. He's a nice fish, so I'm going to add that one to the basket, and he's a potential buy. And then the second one I've seen is this one right here. I'll click on it and make it a bit bigger. There he is. Bit of a funky looking fish, but I think he'd look awesome in the pond. Just look at the colours on him. He's white, black, orange, and a bit of red there. Got a bit of everything that guy does. But the 2 fish I've just shown you, they're just ones I like. And there's 2 fish on here that I've come to buy, really. And one of them I found right here. He's a doitsu. That's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Here he is right now. I absolutely love this breed of koi, purely because of the patterns on their back. They've got loads of spots, mainly red and white, and their body's just white. And then the second breed I've seen is an asagi, or an asagi. However you pronounce it. Again, I don't know. But I'm going to see if I can find one of them. Now, I've just found one of them asagi kois. That's him right there. And good for me, he's on special offer. Now, this isn't the nicest asagi I've ever seen. But if we go down here, there's a little video of him. As you can see there, he does look nice. And what I love about these asagi koi is basically that they're the only blue koi you can actually find, because they've got this silver pattern on the top of them, but it's like a bluish silver, and some of them are really blue. If you look online, search asagi koi, you can see some are beautiful. But sadly, there's not that many on the website. But I'm going to cut to the case and stop browsing everything now. I think I'm going to go with that bundle that I saw earlier on. This is the one I'm on about right here. I don't exactly know the breed of the koi yet, but this is the video of them. Now, every single one of them in there that I see, they're all lovely. So I guess they're going to surprise me with which ones they send me. But that's the beauty of ordering fish online, I guess. Good for me as well. I get free shipping. So this is a pretty decent purchase. So I'm going to do the honours and click add to basket here. Oh, I need to select something. Bear with me. There we go. Try again. Now that is in my basket. I'm going to go to checkout. Just click that right there, checkout. Now I'm going to pay for these things. And I'm not sure when they'll come. I'd imagine it'll be within a day or 2 because they're live animals. And that shouldn't take too long to ship. And here we go then. I've just clicked checkout, but it's asking me to finish the order on my phone. So I'm just going to do this thing here. And then it's processing. Hey, there we go. Now my order should be complete. There we go then. Order received. Perfect. I've got the koi ordered. Don't know when they'll be here. I'll take a little look right now. It just says on there next 2 days. So they'll be here by Saturday. It's currently Thursday when I'm filming this anyway. So I'll see you when my fish arrive. I can't wait. I'm pretty excited to see how these fish come out. I guess they're 2 surprise fish from my pond, so I shall see you when they arrive. Right, so today my fish arrived. They're currently acclimating in their quarantine tank. I'm going to be quarantining them in there for 3 to 4 days, I'd say. Upon the fish's arrival, I inspected them and they looked absolutely fine. They didn't seem to be unwell or have any disease on them. But I'm going to quarantine them anyway, just to be on the safe side. Now, the quarantine tank is not that big at all. It's got more water in than what the bag they came in has. And they're currently still acclimating. They've been acclimating for about half an hour, so I'll show you them. A pair of them are just down there in that bag. And as you can see, they're 2 beautiful koi. But I'm going to stop them acclimating now. Treat the water with the things I need to treat it with and then put them in. So let's get these out of there now and I'll try and show you them. That's about the best shot you'll get of them in the bag. They're 2 lovely koi though. You'll see them better when they're in my hand. For now I'm just going to put a cap full of this in the water. That's this stuff here. It just treats the water of any chemicals and hard metals that might be in. And the next thing is methylene blue. Now this is just to kill off any parasites that the fish might have on them. I'll only put 2 or 3 drops of this stuff in because it's strong and very powerful. But let's get the fish out of the bag now and put them in their quarantine tank for the next few days until they go into the big pond. I'm going to try and capture the first one now. They're both in the bag. They ain't got much space to swim. So I got the first one here. Oh no, I don't. I'll do again. Feels wonderful. But this is the first one here. It's such a stunning fish. I can imagine they're pretty stressed out. So I'm going to get them in the tank as soon as I can. So in goes the first one. There you go. And then here is the second one. Again, a lovely little koi. I can't believe how nice these turned out. But let's get her in. And there they are together. That one kind of looks like a doitsu koi, if that's how you pronounce it. I forgot now. But yeah, considering I didn't have a clue what koi I was going to get, I'm chuffed with the way these pair have turned out. They'll be lovely additions to the pond. Anyway, it's getting dark out as I've only just got back from work and the fish have arrived, so I'm putting them in the quarantine tank real quick. And yeah, you'll see these in 3 days, but still I've got to put an aerator in and put the methylene blue in. So let's get that done real quick. In goes the aerator, and there we go. That's pumping bubbles away, so that'll keep them oxygenated. I'll give this stuff a little shake now and put 2 or 3 drops in. Turns out I've lost the pipette, so I'm just going to put a slight little droplet in around by the aerator. I don't know how fast this stuff's going to come out, but there we are, that'll do. If anything, that was a bit much, but that'll be fine. And there we are, that water's treated. The koi are being treated right now. Like I said, that's doing them no harm at all. It's just killing any parasites and disease that they might have. Because I don't want to take any risk and get any fish in my pond killed, because that would be an absolute fortune spent, just lost like that. But I'm going to put a lid on just to keep them a little bit less stressed. I've already got a hole cut out there, because believe it or not, I used to use this tub for breeding betta fish. It used to work really well, actually. Now I'm just going to put the plastic bag over the top of it, what the fish came in the box, just to keep them a little bit less stressed. Because the last thing you want is your fish getting all stressed out and then them dying, basically. So I'll put the bag over just like that, and then I'll leave a little pocket there so that there's still a hole, there's air flowing in and out, and there's a little gap for them to see out of. But that's my 2 new koi. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with them. But I'll see you in 3 or 4 days whenever I decide to put these fish in the pond. And yeah, see you then. Okay, so it's been about 5 days. I know I said I would leave in 3 to 4 days, but 5's even better. I've just got the fish down here in the box, so let's unravel them. I've been checking on them day by day and they're absolutely fine. Look at them both in the box here. The methylene blue's obviously soaked in and it's died down a lot. It's a much lighter blue colour, but as you can see, the fish are a little bit spooked. But they're looking stunning and they're definitely cleansed of any parasites. So it's time to get these 2 fish into their forever home, the big pond, where they'll meet all of the other koi, and I'm sure they'll get along. So I've just got to transport these real quick. I'll probably pop them in a little bag. I'll acclimate them into the pond and then I'll welcome them. But yeah, I did feel a bit bad leaving them in here for 5 days in such a small confined space, but it's for the best really. I'm going to try and pick one up and show you real quick. Just look at that beaut. Stunning koi. I cannot believe I ordered this and it's just been shipped to my door. So yeah, let's get these things in the bag and get them to the pond. So I went and found out a bag to put these fish in, filled it up with water, put the fish in and got them to the pond ready to acclimate. And just like that, I'm at the pond and I've got my fish in the bag here. I'm just going to dangle them in the pond for about half an hour just to get them adapted to the temperature of this pond to the current water they're in. Not that it's much difference at all, but I don't want to risk them dying of shock. This is the pond right now as well. As you can see, there's a ton of leaves on the top because it's now autumn. And there was a massive storm last night and it just blew all the leaves everywhere. Hence why there's a bunch of leaves on the top here now. But it does no harm. You can still see all the fish and the water's still great. I'm just going to put them in there for about half an hour now then. Let them acclimatise to the water and then they can go. Back to what I said just about the leaves not being bad for the pond. They kind of are bad for the pond in mass amounts. If loads went in and sunk to the bottom, they can leak a little bit of an oil, which is bad for the pond water and can kill the fish. But luckily, there's not so many. Saying that, all of the fish have just come onto the surface. Look at that there, wow. They must think I've fed them or something. That's so cool. Anyway, I'll come back up here in half hour. I'll see you then. So it's been about 40 minutes, I'd say so, and I've come back and the fish are nowhere to be seen. They're not there anymore. They've completely floated to the other side of the pond. So I'm gonna have to take the net off over there somewhere and attempt to get them without getting myself absolutely soaked. So let's get over there. I think my best bet is this rake we've got up here. I'm just gonna try and hook it with the end of this without like piercing anything. But here we go, they're on the way now. I'm just gonna try and scoop it. I managed to acquire the bag back, so let's get it back over that corner and release them. So now that we're back over here, I'll just puncture the bag real quick and I'll let some of the water out. But here is the two fish right now. I'll just show you them right here. I've put a hole in the bag and you can kind of see them. It looks really cool actually. There they both are in there. Beautiful koi. And here we are then. Let's get close down to the ground just in case they decide to jump. But there's the two koi right now. I'm going to release them together because they've come in the bag together. They've been in quarantine together, so I'm going to release them together. So you ready for this? Let's get these bad boys in the pond. Two fish that I ordered. Off they both go. Wonderful. Swim off, my friends. And there we go, the two fish are in the pond that I've ordered. One of them's still lurking around there, but the other one's darted off somewhere. All of the other fish are starting to come over to inspect them. Roderick's there right now and he's just looking at them. Oh, actually, one of them hasn't darted off. They're both there, actually. That's nice, they're sticking together. But yeah, that's definitely the longest process I've ever been through with buying a fish. I bought them about 2 weeks ago and there was a bit of a delay in shipping. But as soon as they were shipped, they got here within a day. And then I've had to quarantine them for 5 days. Around about 2 weeks later, I've finally put the fish in the pond. Usually I go to the shop and I'll just buy them and put them straight in. So that's definitely new to me. But I will admit it was a fun and exciting process of seeing the fish because I didn't know what I was ordering, you've got to remember that. When I clicked order on the computer, I didn't know what fish I'd ordered. I just ordered 2 randomised fish. And I definitely got 2 of the nicer ones. They were stunning. In about 20 minutes or so, I'll feed the pond and get them all coming up to the surface. And they're all ready for some food. As you can see, all of my fish are on the top right now. 3 over there, about 5 there, and there's some round the back. And there's even more at the bottom. They're all over the top. I do really want to see the new ones on the top right now though, but that'll take a little bit of time. I can imagine they're pretty stressed out and a bit overwhelmed, to say the least. I'm just going to come round the top end of the pond at the moment, around all the plants. Give me a second though, the plants here have like blended in with the grass. The grass has grown loads, by the way, and all these plants have settled in dead nice. They're growing really well. There's the 2 I planted last video. You can't see them because they're still a bit dead. And then there's the rocks that I got last video. They're still a lovely little feature to the pond, obviously. Also the fish I got in the last video on the pond, I haven't seen much of them. Obviously the 2 gudgeon I probably won't see for a long time. But the butterfly koi and the chagoy I haven't seen much of at all. That'll be something to do with the size of them though. They're like 2 or 3 inches. They're the smallest fish I've got in the pond at the moment. Give it a few months and they'll be on the top though. As I said just though, when I got up here this morning, obviously there'd been a storm last night which has blown a lot of leaves into the pond. It had blown over both of the solar panels that are powering both of the pumps in the pond, so I've just flipped them back up and they're up and running again. As you can see, the one of them's on down there and the other one's sunk to the bottom and that's ripping away down there. I don't know about you though, but I think these fish are definitely ready for a feeding. Look at them all, they've been on the surface ever since I came up here, so I'm going to chuck a bit of food in for them now. I'm just going to grab the food out of the big bucket thing there, bring it over here, pour a load of it into my hand. I haven't fed them in a good 5 or 6 days maybe. I say a big handful, that's about as much as you'll get per shaking of that bag because it don't come out very fast. But look at them coming to my feet, I can hear the shaking. I'll chuck a bit there for them ones, but then the rest can go in the middle and watch the magic happen now. Are you ready for this? Give it about 30 seconds and they'll all just emerge from the bottom. They haven't noticed it's out yet, surprisingly. I thought the fish would have smashed it by now. They're all around here. I can see them by my feet, they keep coming up. Oh, here we go, the first one's about to eat. Once one does, they'll all come. See him there? Zoom in a little bit on this so you can see him a bit better when they all come up. The tancho's come up just there. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but he's put some timber on the tancho as he's got a lot bigger. Here they all come. Been waiting for this moment for about 2 minutes, guys. Where you been? You see what I mean? They all just come up. It's absolutely wicked to see. Like, there's Hulk Hogan, there's Roderick. I have named some of the others, but I forget. There's some beautiful koi in there, though. I'm very lucky to own all these fish. They're so nice to watch. I like the fact that I've just created a big flock of them. I've just created a swarm of them, and there's actually so many fish in here now. And it's not like the pond's overstocked either. The pond's huge. From the perspective you can see on camera, from up here it looks big, but in person it's a lot bigger. And it's nice just seeing all of the fish that I've bought over the last couple of months come up individually. And you're like, oh, I remember going and buying that one. And it's really cool. One of the fish that I bought in this video have just come up, and I've completely missed the shot. I thought I was recording, but it just wasn't. It'll come up again in a moment though if he's feeding already. That is a really good sign that he's feeding already. And I'm pretty sure his partner was down there with him. They follow each other around, obviously. There's one there at the moment that I really like. Oh, he's gone the second I put my camera on him. I got him 2 videos ago that I did on the pond anyway. And he's like a really dark koi. And I've got one in here that looks just like him, but he's brighter. They look like twins, to be honest. They're really cool. If I've got footage of them, I'll pop them on screen here somewhere so you can get a comparison of what I'm on about. But if I can't, then oh well. Well, I've got to say that wasn't the best feeding I've ever seen on this pond. I've seen lots better. In fact, if you're new here, I'll pop a video of a really cool feeding that they had on the pond, just so you get a gist of what they're actually like when they do feed properly anyway. I'm just going to mention this real quick. Go and follow my Instagram. The link will be in the description. It's Wilf_fishing. And I'll be posting early sneak peeks of stuff on there. So like say I got a new fish for the pond, I posted on there before YouTube, so you get to see like early access almost. Because whenever I do get a fish, it takes 2 weeks for it to come out anyway, because I have so many videos stocked up. So yeah, go drop my Instagram a follow to get a little insights of my channel on there too. I think these rocks are settling in really nice now, and the ones over there as well. When I put them in, it looked awesome, but it looks even awesomer now. I don't even think that's a word, but it looks awesomer because obviously the greenery's growing around that one, so it blends it in, whereas before it was just mud there. So if you get what I mean, it looks a lot better. And then over here as well, same has happened there, and the big bushy plant there is bushed out. So everything's coming together in the pond now. It's just the fence to go, which I really want to do, and I really want to get rid of this green plastic fence because it looks ever so scruffy, and I don't like it that much. I do have some fence posts for it. A big tree fell down in the garden, so I cut that up into posts. I definitely don't have enough, so I'll have to get more, but I've got a couple for now and they look really nice, so I'll show you them on screen now. I've just got to get a lot more timber for it, and then I can eventually get round to doing that fence I'm on about. Here we are, some of the fish are coming up again now, and there's the 2 koi I was on about earlier, how I said they look a bit like twins. There's one there, and his twin has just gone straight down. I think these fish are absolutely loving the pond, I do. At some point in the future, maybe within the next year, I'm going to be building another pond, and it won't be like this pond here, because obviously this one's dug into the ground. I kind of want to build a pond that's above ground, and I'm going to make it like 2,000 gallons maybe, so it'll hold a lot of water and I'll be able to have some real monster fish in there. I'll definitely have it as an outdoor pond because I won't have one of them indoors. It'll be too big. But in there, I've got an idea of what fish I want to get. Kind of want to make it like, I know this is going to be really hard to do and pull off because obviously I'm in the UK and it's cold out here. So I'm going to have to get a heated pond, and I want to get some like Amazon rainforest monsters in there, like red-tailed cats, arapimas, albino pacu and stuff like that. Maybe a few arowanas, I don't know. I've got to find a place to build it yet. But that's a dream of mine at the moment that I'm going to make a reality soon. For now though, I'm going to keep adding on to this beautiful koi pond, which we never actually intended on having this as a koi pond, but I guess you can tell we've got plenty of koi in here now, so it's definitely a koi pond. Originally, we was just going to have it as like a pond for goldfish and carp and rudd and roach and stuff out the canal basically. But then I bought one koi and I couldn't stop because they're so beautiful. So yeah, this is now a koi pond, but I want an Amazon rainforest pond because that sounds wicked. Real quick just about these pond plants I've got in at the moment. There's this big bushy one up here and there's the big like tall one over there. They're 2 of the best things I've ever got for this pond because the fish love them. They're constantly going in and out the roots of it. They're swimming up to it, sucking the leaves of now and then. That's on that one anyway. And on this one, they do the same. They're swimming in and out of the roots and everything. Like they're going up to it right now. A couple of them are actually, but they're just going in and out of it. I bet you if I moved it and twitched it, a fish would dart out right now. They do absolutely love these big tall plants I put in. So I'm definitely thinking of getting some more pond plants now for the fish's sake. And it'll make the pond look a lot more pretty. Because if you look at it from this angle, them 2 plants make the pond kind of pop out. And if I had more of them towards the back, I think that'd look beautiful. So I'll get them in an upcoming video. But honestly, I think that is all I've got for you in this video. Not much more to explain. I ordered some fish though, and they turned out to be beautiful. So that was definitely a fun video to film. And a new idea. I never thought I'd be ordering fish for ponds, but I did, and I'm so glad I did. But yeah, that's all I've got for you. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss another video in the future. Check some videos out that are on screen right now and become a member of the channel if you'd like to help support Fun make these videos. Again, go and follow my Instagram, Wilf_fishing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and that's all I've got for you. But peace for now, see you in the next one.